Shalom. I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory to my power, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. This is a quick lesson. All right. Hey, you see the pretty much, just speaking as a man, I believe that we're in the process of seeing, NATO separate itself from Babylon. All right, and this morning, um, the king of Babylon pretty much told these European nations, pretty much to get your own oil. All right, and I think Pete Hegseth pretty much said, you nations, mainly the allies. All right, you better learn how to fight. All right, and he was reiterating how those ICBMs can make their way over to the UK. All right, but he said they can't reach there. All right, and just showing you the continued pride of Babylon the Great. All right, and how also too how their frustration with this war. All right, is mounting up. It's not going the way that they plan. All right, because the Lord pretty much have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. All right, so we're probably going to see Revelation 17 and 16. All right, the beginnings of it. All right, because these all these nations now are running out of oil. All right, and the frustration is mounting. All right, in Esau's kingdom. All right, petrodollar, of course, is falling. All right, and these things are not going the way that he want them. All right, so the Lord pretty much said he's appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Got protests and everything all over the place. So I'm gonna read this article and I'm gonna grab like a few precepts. But this says protesters hold flare Saturday as they part in the protest against Israel war against Iran and Hezbollah in Greece, in Athens, Greece. All right, but it says Donald Trump's NATO allies are increasing resistance to get involved in his Iran war, risking a deeper rupture in an already strained military bloc. Spain closes airspace to U.S. jets Monday, and Italy denied U.S. military aircraft bound for the Middle East. All right, permission to land at the base in Sicily, according to a person familiar with the matter. Now, and it makes sense that they, of course, that they do that they're doing that, from their perspective, because those missiles can reach over there. All right, and in some instances, 7 minutes. All right, these ICBM missiles, they can go fast, but you see what they've got a full example of what Iran did to these military bases. All right, they've decimated, I think, like roughly around 10 to 13 U.S. military bases over there. So, like I said, this thing is not going as they planned. All right, and they we're seeing a splitting of like I said, I believe of NATO and Babylon. I said Poland said it has no plans to relocate its Patriot batteries, following a report that the U.S. suggested Warsaw consider sending one of its systems to shore up air defenses in the Middle East. On Tuesday, the U.S. president posted on social media his unhappiness with France's refusal to allow planes with military supplies to use its airspace. It says the USA will remember. All right, Trump wrote. All right. So, you can read this article, and this is today. All right. Because he called upon them to help open up the Strait of Hormuz. All right. But Babylon is thinking of pulling back. All right. So, and they're not in full agreement with this war. All right. Which the Article 5 NATO is pretty much says attack on one is attack on all. But Babylon itself pretty much entered into this war. All right, and that's why you see these other nations pulling back. All right, they don't agree with the king of Babylon. But this is the book of Jeremiah 50:12. All right, your mother shall be sore confounded; she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. All right, who is the mother of Babylon? All right, Europe. All right, when they established those 13 colonies. All right, they're ashamed of pretty much of Babylon. All right, the actions. All right, starting with the Epstein files and many other things, the history in itself. All right, It says, "Behold, the hindermost of the nations," because America is pretty much one of the youngest nations. All right, it's only been around for what 250 years. All right, and it's pretty much an extension of the Roman Empire. It says, and ye shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. All right, showing you that it's a prophecy that this place is going to be destroyed. All right, with thermonuclear fire. But let me go here. It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All of the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that ate their bread have laid a wound under thee. All right, and there is no understanding, in him. All right, so they deceived thee. All right, they're not going all the way with Babylon. They're not with Babylon. All right, that pretty much lays a wound under thee because they need that oil. All right, and they've been reporting around the country. Gas is going up, food is going up. All right, and these people are in fear, man. All right, of these things that's coming upon the earth. All right, they say to see that prophecy is it's fully happening, man. All right, and the Bible is true. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked. All right, and shall burn her, and shall eat her flesh, and shall burn her with fire. All right, because all nations at some point are going to point their arrows over here. All right, and they're going to destroy this place. All right, it's clear that this place is out of control, man. All right, there's no peace upon the earth, man. Chaos is just running rampant. All right, it's like just a news report. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. With that, I'll say shalom.